Hi, welcome back to My Cup of TV with Jenny,
JD.
Okay. Back my what? Yeah.
Just like that.
That's the mess I'm in. We're here with more ATEEZ.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
What we're watching.
So, although we do still have a couple of actual song MVs to do, I'm gonna just
throw a curveball in there.
Yeah, I'm gonna take you back to the beginning because it's basically interesting because what you said, we just watched their cover of Leave the Door Open, and you were saying how Jung-ho had like kind of attacked you a little bit with his little wink there, and it's very much obviously in the right presence and the stage charisma and things like that.
Yeah.
And I think that this is just slightly different, and I think they've got really good stage charisma. They have in all of them anyway, but I'm going to take you back to the beginning, and we have got 3 in 1 because they're short.
Oh, is this their dance performance?
We're going to do the KQ Fellaz dance performances.
Ah.
So you'll get to see them doing some dancing, and because now you're more familiar with them, they're wearing caps, and so you can see who's who, but it's more about obviously their performance and what they can bring, because these were the teasers they dropped pre-debut, and that because obviously there were no clearly identifying marks to make them different from each other, like, oh, that's so and so in the red jumper and that's so and so in the blue jumper or whatever. It was about them as a unit and their synchronicity, their synergy and their dance moves and everything, and it was like, oh, who are these guys?
And plus, how could you know who they are?
So
when they're trainees, do you know what I mean?
Well, that's
you don't know all the trainees in each company.
You can. A lot of companies use these pre-debut videos and teasers and things to introduce members so that by the time they come out, you know them. But ATEEZ didn't do that, and I thought that was a really cool kind of different tactic. Was their performances were about them as a unit and how they move. Yeah. And I just thought that was
But they themselves were still mysterious.
Yeah, I just thought that was really fresh, and it piqued my interest, and so because I. Of course, like, you can see anyway, they're all good looking anyway, but as in, that wasn't what attracted me. It was about the skill. And I was just like, oh, that's really cool. So, and fun and the energy. So then obviously, when they debuted and it was like, damn. But still, kind of knew that was coming. But yeah, in these early videos, it was more about the mystery and what they can bring to the table just to pique your interest. So they're only short. They're only like just over a minute each. So we can do the 3 performances. Okay. And then you can see them, and that's their performances as their trainee name of KQ Fellaz. Okay. We'll see if you can
pick out who's
spot who's who. Yeah.
Okay. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. In the comments, which of the 3 is your favourite?
It's really tough.
So I'm asking them, so I have to.
I don't know. I can pick. And you might like the outfits. I don't know. They're quite cool.
Like the outfits is in all they look hot, or like the outfits is in I want to buy that.
Yeah, a bit of both maybe. Who knows? Who knows? I don't know. I think the outfits are cool.
Pick it up, bro. Baby girl, watch how you move. I got them vests on my shoes. I'm gonna get it out of lose. Wait, speed it up. Look at the diamonds, they eat it up.
Where'd you go?
Eat it up. They take it away, but they eat it up. Oh, wait. Ice in color rocket. Mama, the pink is solid. Kicking this door, yeah, I got it. Open the safe, you can lock it. Sipping that white, yeah, go to the top. Busting your bitch like a clock. She not just sucked on my clock. I get the money, don't stop.
Did that just say what I thought it said?
Yes. That's my
He looks like he shouldn't move as well as he does because he's so tall.
Yeah. See what I'm singing about.
Yeah. That was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
I was finding it hard to tell them apart only because I wasn't getting time to focus on their face before they moved.
It moves very quickly.
So sometimes I'd be like, okay, he's moved.
Definitely, yeah. And that's what I mean. It was more about them, how they move as a unit. But also, what I love is that you know, in groups you obviously get those who are stronger in dance and those who are stronger in vocals, things like that. But I would not be able to say any of those were not a dancer. Do you know what I mean? Literally all of them held their own. And I thought like the footwork and the synergy and being able to, I don't even know what it's called, or is it with that move where you being able to jump around in a circle all in sync perfectly, that's really good. And it sounds really, it's one of those things that I think people think it's easier than it is, but if you were to try it on your own or in a group.
Looking at it, it doesn't look hard, but I'm thinking of me standing up and trying to do that right now. I'm like, oh no, I would make a complete fool of myself.
Yeah, and they're just so lithe. They do it so well. So some really good footwork in that. So
they've even kept all of their hair dark.
Yeah. So that's what I mean. They didn't go into, look at me, with, you know, that's somehow with the red hair or Hongjin with blue hair or anything like that. It was very much just about, oh, who are these guys? Like, oh, they're bringing, what's this sauce they're bringing to the table?
And with that song as well. It's a bit like,
it's a little bit in your face, a little bit in your face, a little bit cheeky.
These boys are a bit naughty.
Yeah, a little bit cheeky.
Here
so.
for it.
Yes. So.
Well, didn't I say about them in one of our videos? They're not afraid to be sexy.
No.
And I like that.
Yeah. But it's so funny because then when you see them like off stage and that, they are incredibly like shy and silly, but yeah. I also love that they do these in really, they did these videos, there's 3 of them, in really unsuspecting locations. They're just literally like in an underground car park or something, so people are like, where is that? So there was kind of no hint of where they were from or anything like that, just literally KQ Fellaz, that was it. It was like, oh, interesting.
Looking like a quarter lick. Run up on me, you get hit. And know my bitches with the shit. From New York, it's a bitch. Looking like a quarter lick. Since they wanna be that bitch. Since they wanna be that bitch. Got some hitters in my clique. Looking like a quarter lick. Looking like a quarter lick.
I'm looking, you're saying.
Looking like a quarter lick.
Were you okay there? Because it was Jung Ho at the front there, like
I'm okay with Jung Ho.
A little bit of stage presence,
I mean, I feel like I don't have a lot to say on that one that I didn't say about the first one.
Exactly.
At the same time, same outfits,
fair. But again, just another really good example of like, okay, like you said, a little bit the song even, again in your face. So Cardi B. So I think that was a Cardi B song.
It's already giving you a bit of these are gonna be bad boys.
Yeah.
Even though from what I've watched of their MVs, I wouldn't consider them bad boys, but
no. But I suppose it goes in with that sort of rebellious pirates kind of thing, a little rabble of pirates. But and
again, it builds a bit of mystery and intrigue on what are they going to be like?
Exactly. What's their concept? Yeah. What is it? Yeah. And it just makes you sit up and take notice. Yeah. But again, they've got the talent to back it up. So it's like, these are simply pre-debut teasers. Like, what's the debut going to be? Yeah. So it's just to pique that interest. I think they'll do a really good job.
Oh. I like the outfits.
Oh, angry face from Jung Ho. Did you see that?
No. Yeah, I saw it. Sorry, Hongjin took my eye there.
Yeah.
Bang.
Ooh.
It's so cool.
I think that one was my favourite one.
So good. So good. I haven't watched those in actually quite a long time, and so it was fun for me to watch them again.
Yeah.
And obviously, like, I'd, you know, just forgotten and whatnot, and then it's like, oh, Angry Faces from
Faces,
John
yeah.
Oh! And he was taking centre for that one quite a bit, and then just
The lip bite.
oh. So maybe I should have just showed you this first, and then you'd have been like, who was that?
May not have shouted it as loud as I did for yesterday.
No, that's true. The deja vu. Who is that? But yeah. So you can see why, even though they're small snippets, pre-debut, but why they're quite impactful and a good little show of like, okay, you guys got talent. Like, again, the choreo going up and then down to the floor, and they make it look so smooth and completely in sync. It's really, really good.
Also, when you're watching them, and obviously you're coming into it going, okay, now these are really good dancers, the choreo is really impressive. When it came to like Pirate King and stuff, maybe people would have been more focused on not only them as people, as who are these people, but the sound as well. Mm-hmm. Because you've already seen that they can dance, you've already seen choreo, so you're very focused on the song and who's who. You know, it can it gave you a bit more of something to focus on that we want you to, rather than like sometimes when we watch, well, I say sometimes, always when we watch a video for the first time, we're like, oh, there was so much going on.
Everything. Yeah, it's true. It already laid the groundwork of that. We know you can move, so what is this choreo going to be for your first debut, and what's your sound going to be, and what do you actually look like? Who are you as individuals? So what's their styling going to be as well, and their whole concept and their theme. Yeah, but I think it was really good teasers there to pique that interest, and you can see why after I watched those I was like, oh my god, who are these guys?
I'd be interested to know whether any of them got any particular traction. You know, like when Jin was known as the car door guy.
Oh right.
Whether any of them got a kind of the guy on the left, you know.
Oh,
from this.
Sure, yeah.
The tall one.
yeah, exactly. Because I watched those, and I didn't. I mean, even now, I'm only just going into a little bit of social media, but I'm not very good at actually going on it on a regular basis. But so I would have watched those, but I didn't go and research and find out what people were commenting. Yeah. So please let us know if you guys know if anyone was getting interest. Yeah. I imagine. I mean, all of them were great, but certainly from that video, people might have been like, who was that centre? Like from Jongho being quite cheeky there.
Also, a bit of a tease.
A what?
Like, no, not him being a
a tease. ATEEZ.
I was just going to say, stop trying to sexualise him. Leave him alone.
No. ATEEZ. Erin would have enjoyed my pun.
That to have Jongho in the centre of that.
Yeah.
Pulling those faces and doing the choreo, for them to debut and be like, he's lead vocal.
Yeah, exactly.
To put him in front of centre and you'd be like, oh, is this the lead dancer? Because they're all so good. Yeah,
exactly. And you're like, actually, no, he's
all those faces. You'd be like, oh, is he going to be a rapper?
True. And that's what I mean. At this point, you didn't know.
Said, I'm going to have an angelic vocal.
And that's what I think is so amazing about it, is how it showed them as such a unit, and all of them can bring it on a dance level. So what else are we in for?
Yeah.
That's what I mean. It left the amount of mystery. There's talent here, but you're right. Like, if I can't pick out who's more of a dancer than anyone else, what are they going to be? So that's a really good point. Yeah.
Although I think Mingy has... It sounds like a weird thing to say. When he's dancing there, like, he has rapper energy. Do you know what I mean? There was just something about the way he...
Swag.
Yeah, that must be it.
Sugar's word, isn't it?
Do you know what I mean? There was something there that I think you would look at him and be like, that's a rapper.
Yeah, no, that's true. It's the BDE. I don't know what
BD. We've already said Hong Jun has got the BDE.
Yeah.
Yeah, or maybe it's when they're like rapping along to stuff. Maybe the way he was doing that,
like interprets it,
felt
because they were
natural.
performing it as well, weren't they? They were all miming along to the song, so
Yeah.
they were performing that. So again, they were in that stage persona. So we were getting getting little
felt
hints.
natural for him to be doing that. So maybe that comes across
That was his interpretation.
something like rapper
of it.
energy.
Yeah. All
A
good.
bit like if I was to rap along to something and I was like doing this, you'd be like, no, yeah, this just doesn't. You don't have that energy. You know.
And I hadn't seen any other debut sort of take that tactic, and I just thought it was interesting. I was like, oh, that's a really good way. That's definitely a way to get me drawn in, because I was like, they have the talent, and now I'm intrigued. And again, like you say, that energy, I'm like, oh, I want to know more.
Yeah.
So, and I haven't looked back since.
Vibes.
Yes, the vibes. Good vibes.
As we said about the concert, it's not my fault. Vibes.
We are but victims.
So that was the 3 dance performances from KQ Fellaz. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.